Saludos, amigos. Kash, your president and CEO of Kash International Luxury Real Estate, guys, coming to you today, oceanfront here in the Dominican Republic. And guys, today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking to you about the video that you're going to be watching. Okay, the video that you're going to be watching was a very simple. I just recorded it directly from the television set as I was watching it from NBC. All right, and it spoke to the challenges and difficulties that all of you North Americans that are first-time home buyers are experiencing over there, and it's catastrophic. It's not changing anytime soon, that is for sure. What I wanted to do in this video was run through my top 10 reasons that I am hearing from other North Americans, the 40 to 50-year-old range, that have decided that enough is enough. They still cannot afford a home, and it is time to find a place where they can enjoy that pride of ownership. Go ahead and watch this quick video just to kind of get you up to speed on exactly what we're referencing here and how challenging things are getting there in North America for first-time home buyers, and how I don't foresee it getting any easier, because whatever changes are going to come, if the U.S. pushes this 50-year mortgage, that's not going to help things anymore, because it's just going to push the price of homes higher, because in theory it could spike demand, so prices are going to increase in that scenario. Supply is still low, and the other big issue that you're going to run into with those 50-year mortgages, guys, is that the wealth factor is going to get even further away. Okay, you're going to be spending a ton of money, and you're going to be paying interest and getting very little equity into your property. All right, so let's go ahead and watch this video, and then I'm going to jump back in, guys, and I'm going to go ahead and share with you the top 10 reasons young families are deciding to call this place right behind me, call this place home. All right, let's do it.
The National Association of Realtors announced the median age of a first-time American homebuyer has reached 40 for the first time ever. The new data also showing those first-time buyers represent a dramatically shrinking share of a housing market that largely has locked them out. So what's changed in recent years, and what are the implications for a generation of young Americans? NBC's Shaquille Brewster has our Sunday focus.
We wanted the real McCoy, a place of our own.
It's the American dream, buying your first home. But today, it's an opportunity that for many feels out of reach.
It is literally impossible to buy a house right now. The housing market just keeps getting more and more discouraged.
According to the National Association of Realtors, the median home price is now above $415,000, up more than 33% since 2020. 29-year-old Sam Hart and her husband purchased their first home this summer, 2 years after posting this.
Okay, so I'm just checking. We're all unable to buy a house right now, right?
Hart's video going viral on TikTok, with those views turning into dollars that she combined with a family loan to help make a down payment.
The house that we bought was much more expensive than what we thought we would end up buying.
While 28-year-old Katie Geigel and her husband say they're holding off on starting a family until they can purchase a home.
You said this was your biggest dream.
It is, yeah. We would love to own a home and be able to raise children somewhere, but we just don't know if that's going to happen for us.
On Truth Social this past week, President Trump floated a new 50-year mortgage, up from the standard 30, as a way to help homebuyers.
One of the reasons you pay less per month, you pay it over a longer period of time. It's not like a big factor. It might help a little bit.
But critics argue it doesn't address rising home prices and could lead to more pain in the long run.
The thought of our best option being a 50-year mortgage, and we're paying our mortgage off still in our 70s and our 80s, it's really discouraging.
Experts estimating a buyer purchasing a median home under a 50-year mortgage would likely spend around $200 less in monthly payments than if they had a 30-year loan. An option that Realtor.com's senior economist Joel Berner says comes with pros and cons.
That might make a difference for some people, but the cons are that when we make financing more flexible in this way, it's more buyers going after the same number of homes, and prices will go up.
And loans would be more expensive. Compared to a 30-year mortgage, a 50-year would cost buyers almost $400,000 more over the lifetime of the loan.
After those 10 years, and on a 50-year mortgage, you only have about a 14% stake in your home. So wealth just grows a lot more slowly.
A grim reality for first-time homebuyers desperate for a solution to help keep the American dream alive.
At this point, when someone of my age does it, it's like, wow, how did you do that? The idea of the American dream and being able to come and have your own place has been essentially nothing that I've seen in the past, couple years.
And Shaquille joins me now live. Shaq, good morning. Always good to see you. So with all the challenges you just laid out in the piece there and all those holes being punched in the idea of a 50-year mortgage, what advice are experts giving first-time homebuyers in this market?
Well, Willie, even in that piece, you heard several home buyers point to that down payment as one of the biggest hurdles. Experts offering some key pieces of advice here, starting with being honest about your budget. They estimate you should look for a home that's about 2.5 times what you pull in every year. Of course, savings are key here. They suggest using a high yield savings account and cutting those unnecessary expenses to help grow those savings, and then using down payment assistance programs. Looking around for them, there may be more of those than you expect, but look, they acknowledge even if you follow all of that advice, there are still real supply issues in the housing market right now. Not enough homes driving up those prices. That's something that may need some intervention from our policymakers, Willie.
And again, the median age of a first-time homebuyer in this country now 40 years old. Fascinating look at this important story. Shaquille Brewster, Shaq, thanks so much.
All right, guys, I hope that video kind of was a great introductory session to what we're going to be talking about here. And what I'm going to be sharing with you here is the top 10 reasons that I am seeing and hearing from families that are deciding to call this place home for their first time home purchase now, or purchase their home now and utilize it in the future, okay? Because they're sick and tired of burying themselves in overpriced rental properties, or they want the freedom, they want the quality of life, and they no longer want to live with their parents because that is their only option that is available to them. All right, pride of ownership. Let's go ahead and talk about the top 10 reasons that young families, and okay, we're not just talking about young families, we're also talking about seniors maybe that have not been able to get themselves into the housing market throughout their careers because maybe they've lived on nominal wages. Things have they've hit a downturn where maybe they've lost their home at one of these crashes that we've had in the market, whether it's 2008 or before, and they never got back into the real estate market and chose to rent. So this one's really speaking to anyone that is looking to be a first-time home buyer. Why is the Dominican Republic standing out as the premier option for first-time home buyers nowadays? All right, guys. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Number one is the affordability, okay? That changes everything when you look at the Dominican Republic. While we're talking about affordability, we're talking about the affordability of real estate. And that's, guys, what we specialize in, okay? Kash International Luxury Real Estate. We focus on Punta Cana, Las Terrenas, and Punta Cana markets. We focus within Punta Cana. We focus on Vista Cana a lot, Punta Cana Village, Punta Cana Resorts. That's for your luxury buyers, so that's not really applying to this video specifically. What we're talking about is a first-time home buyer, okay? Why the Dominican Republic is different, specifically in the markets that we look in and that we specialize in. We have options that allow you to get into a 2-bedroom, and that's the standard that most people are looking for, sometimes a 3-bedroom, but get you into that 2-bedroom condo at an affordable price. We recently just did a video, a few videos back, which we have options for you guys to be able to get into brand new construction, brand new infrastructure with great amenities, pools, gyms, little restaurants, all that stuff right on site in your building. And you're able to get into these under 100K, all right? We have some of those options. Now that keeps the pride of ownership well and alive, okay? So that's where the Dominican Republic stands out. There's still some great options that are available for you if you want to be a first-time home buyer. You want to enjoy the pride of ownership. You can still do it here in this country. Many other Caribbean islands, for example, you're not able to achieve that. A lot of options in Europe, guys, very, very expensive. I've looked at it as well. South of France, south of Spain, all of these areas, while they're amazing to live, the cost of living because of your initial home purchase price or rental, if you want to rent there, is through the roof. So the Dominican Republic is still standing out as an option that has not catapulted itself to the price points of the other Caribbean islands, and definitely nowhere close to what you guys are paying over there in North America for real estate specifically. Okay, so that's why a lot of first-time home buyers are considering and are moving to the Dominican Republic, making it the spot that they want to call home, making it the spot that they say they love where they live, and number one, their first home purchase will probably be right here in the Dominican Republic. Okay, so that is the number one thing that I'm hearing. Number two is the incredible low cost of living. Now, guys, granted, you can live at a very, very nominal cost over here if you choose to. Now, if you want to live lavish, you want to spend, you want to be out on the boats every single night, you want to be out partying, you want to go to the best restaurants, you want to go shopping, the best malls, all that stuff is accessible to you as well. Okay, so don't feel that this is a backpacker country. Absolutely not. However, if you want to live well within your means and you want to be creative and you want to buy local, you want to cook at home, guys, you can live phenomenally, okay, can live very comfortably under that $2,000, $3,000 mark, maybe even lower, depending on how frugal you are, how cost conscientious you are, and how efficient you are in running your day-to-day operations. Okay, so you can really live well for a very low cost of living here. So that's the number 2, low cost of living. Number 3 is the year-round summers, guys. Right now I'm in December. Okay, I don't know when you're gonna be watching this video, but I'm in December. Look behind me. I'm gonna share some videos of people, families at the pool right now. These people are visiting. Some live here already. They've already made that shift. And why did they shift? Because they're sick of those cold ass winters that kill you. Okay, and this ties into the seniors as well, because the winters are just painstaking on seniors, and we all know that. They need to hire people to take care of them. They need to hire people to do their driveways, their sidewalks, all of those things. And if they have to go outside, God forbid that they fall, it's not just unpleasant and painful, it is also dangerous. Okay, so what do you do when for my seniors that are listening in on this one, is guys, you can escape that by living in this climate all year round. All right, and the thing I love about the areas that I have selected here in the Dominican Republic is even summers, while they're hot, they're fresh. The air keeps blowing in off the ocean because we are an island, so that ocean air keeps coming in. That salt water that you feel in the air, some people say it destroys your properties, guys, but what it does for your health is amazing. Go ahead and look that up on ChatGTP and see what the benefits of living next to an ocean is for your body, for you seniors, for the families that move over with children, for your children, all that stuff. So the year-round summers, no more winters, no more expenses that are related to winter, as in running your furnaces, snow removal, switching up your tires, something as simple as that, like switching your tires, guys. Switching your tires from your summer to your winter tires. All these things come at a cost, and costs in North America are not going down, they're only going up, all right? So that's another big reason that I'm hearing. All right, let's jump into number 4. People really compliment the healthcare here. You would be shocked. Okay, I know many of you think, oh my God, Dominican Republic, coconuts and margaritas, that's all that place is. Guys, you are so misled and so ill-informed. That's why I encourage you to subscribe to my channel and watch the stuff I put out there for you, because I try to put it all out there for the purpose of you understanding how it is to live here, and then ultimately making that decision to say, hey, this is where I want to invest, this is where I want to live, this is where I want my parents to live, this is where we need to be. Okay, that is so important for you guys to start to grasp that. If you're still thinking like people were thinking 20 years ago, that the Dominican Republic, third world, no way, can't live there. Healthcare is nowhere close to being efficient. Guys, when I go back with my family, I hope that we don't get sick in Canada. I hope to God we don't, because I would rather be here, because guess what I can do? Within a minute, I can see my doctor. Within 2 minutes, I can get x-rays, MRIs, whatever I need to get done. I can be treated. For example, Elle, my daughter, she had broke her arm at school. Guys, within 45 minutes, she had a cast on, x-ray done, assessed, everything done, and we were out of there. God forbid we were in Canada, that would have been an absolute nightmare and would have went on for hours and hours and hours and hours. Just a traumatic experience. That's what she would have experienced. And then, yeah, in Canada, healthcare is free, guys, but you get what you pay for in Canada. No one can deny that. I wish there was an option to have private healthcare and be able to pay for services that I want and can afford, but you can't in Canada. You can't. Okay, maybe you're lucky you got a doctor friend that's a CEO of a hospital. Guess what? Most of us don't, and we get trapped in the system, and the system kills. Okay, so that being said, the healthcare, 60 to 70% less for fun in healthcare. When we did, for example, my daughter's arm, I think it cost us like $30 for the x-ray. The doctor's visit was another $40. And we do have health insurance, but for whatever reason, we didn't have the card on us at that moment in time, and we were rushing, so we went ahead and paid for it. I think the whole thing ended up costing us like $150, beginning to end. What would that have cost you in the U.S., because there is no free healthcare? What would that have cost you? Go ahead and share that. We are getting reimbursed by our insurance company, by the way, but that kind of gives you a rough idea. So in Punta Cana specifically, guys, there is multiple hospitals, 24-hour a day care. You have Punta Cana doctors here. There's 24 hours a day. I can get there within 10 minutes. Actually, right here where I'm at, Punta Palmera, a property that I really appreciate for you guys. If you're not looking for pre-construction, if you're looking for existing, reach out to me, because right here we've created a small clinic that you're able to go get seen, be treated for different ailments that could jump up on you during your visit, or if you live here. Okay, so the doctor's visits are very cheap, 10 to 20 bucks. You're able to get in and out. The medication is so cheap. Okay, if you don't have health insurance, if you're looking for health insurance, reach out. I can assist you there with my good colleague. Guys, you're probably looking at a family of 4, like I'm a family of 3, and we're paying in and around that $350 to $400 per month, fully covered on everything. Okay, we like it, we love it, and it works for us. right, so healthcare, guys, don't be scared of the Dominican Republic. Don't think you're going to come here, you're going to be in trouble. We have medical experts. We have some of the best hospitals. And guess what, guys? Catastrophic scenario, and you really want to get yourself to the U.S. for treatment, and you have that insurance like we do in place. Guys, they fly you out to Miami, and you get treated by the best of the best, and that's only 2 hours away. All right, so keep that one in mind. The other thing is number 5, property taxes. The property taxes here in the Dominican Republic, 1%. Okay, if it's your first property and you own a property, I believe the number is around 160,000 now. That floats with the currency exchange with the U.S., and that's why that number can be 150 to 170. It all depends. But let's say $160,000 U.S. dollars. That first 160K tax-free. All right. So say you're moving down here, single family. You're going to buy a home, a 2-bedroom, 2 or 3-bedroom. You're going to spend $200K, guys. Only $50,000 of that, because the first 160, let's say, is tax-free. The other 40,000 you're going to owe 1% on. Okay, that would be your property taxes, 1% of that difference. So let's say you buy a place that's 300,000, you're going to be paying 1% of that difference. So 140K, $140,000 would be the taxable property value. Okay, because the other one will be tax-free. Guys, you're going to be paying $1,400 a year in property taxes. Think about that. From some of you people that are coming from some of those high tax states, those high tax provinces in Canada. Amazing. It works out really well. Now, with seniors, I think you have the ability to be completely tax-free. Okay, so we can dig into that. Send me a WhatsApp and I can gather that info for you. But there's a lot of tax incentives, and even if you don't apply to like the seniors, or let's say you have multiple properties, guys, it's still only 1%. So another big reason people are picking this is the property tax system. Really works well, and it is extremely, extremely affordable. Number 6. The beaches, okay, the beaches, year-round beaches. Guys, for example, where we are, this is how I live. This is where I do some videos very often. This is where I have friends, family come over. This is where I sit and relax and have my alone time. This is where I can get a workout in. Have a look behind me, guys. This is what we are talking about. Just want to share that with you and lift up my camera so you can see it, because that is how you live here. Okay, that's how it works. That's what it feels like. That's what it looks like. This is real stuff. The world's most beautiful beaches are right there at your doorstep if you choose. Now, let's say you can't afford to be oceanfront. That's fine. You're only a short drive away at any given time from some of the best beaches in the world. Now, if you live in Las Terrenas, guys, you have access to the best beaches in the world. Behind me looks pretty damn good. Las Terrenas looks even better, but this is awesome, okay? And this, where I'm at right now, like I'm saying, I'm in Punta Cana, so I'm on the east coast of the Dominican Republic. Las Terrenas is on the north coast of the Dominican Republic. We cover all those markets. Let's say you're in Vista Cana. Vista Cana, while it's not on a beach, it has a large-scale, man-made beach that is put there. It's huge. It's beautiful, and people use that all the time. Let's say you want to hit the beach. You drive 10 minutes. You go out to whichever beach. You can come out here to Juanillo Beach, where I'm at. That would take you 12 minutes, okay? So you're minutes away from any beach you want to go to when you live here. So you don't necessarily have to live on the beach, but God bless you if you can, because, guys, that is just life-changing if you can live on the beach. If you can't live on the beach because of budget constraints, or maybe you can't find the right place you love, then, guys, at least have that ocean view if you can. If you can't have that ocean view, guys, then at least be in the Dominican Republic, where you are a short drive away from enjoying the beach every single weekend, okay? Some of my good friends, they don't live on the beach. They don't want to live on the beach, not their thing, but they go to the beach every single weekend. The family gets together, they hop in the car, and they go to some of the most beautiful beaches here in the Dominican. They come to Juanillo, they go to Playa Blanca, they go to resorts. They go to Bavro, whichever one floats their boat, they go there, they go check them all out, they go to different ones, they do it all, and that's what is allowed, and that's what families love. They can get their kids out to the beaches, okay? So the beaches, the outdoor living, say beaches isn't your thing, guys. You're able to go on hiking trails, or some of the best biking paths here. You can go golfing, you can play soccer outdoors, you can play tennis outdoors, you can play paddle, you can play pickleball, you can do whatever it is you want. You can go for a beautiful nature walk. Whatever it is that you want to do in the Dominican Republic, you can do it 365 days a year. Speaking to you that are stuck on the northern hemisphere of North America, or even Europe. No more winters, guys. No more winters. And nature is at your doorstep, okay? So that is another big reason, number 6, that I'm hearing about why people are coming here. The beaches, the nature, and the outdoor living year-round is spectacular. Number 7, homeowners insurance, okay? Over here, the cost, depending on where you're watching this video from, the costs here are going to be 60 to 90% less than what you are paying in North America. That is a massive savings, and sometimes people can't, young families can't afford the prices of real estate right now, okay, because the cost of homes has skyrocketed while incomes have not skyrocketed. All right, so they're unable to afford these homes. But the other thing that's happening here is that the cost of operating these homes has skyrocketed. One of the biggest costs, if you're in like the Florida area or near water or near fire-prone areas, guys, the cost of insurance is skyrocketed, okay? That's gone up 50, 60, 100% in some areas I've heard, if not more. So what you have here is, especially guys, if you are beachfront like I am, forget about insuring your place. Good luck. If you're in California and some of these areas, they won't even insure you anymore. So it's game over, okay? Now, if you own a business as well, and you're in some of these areas that insurance companies just don't want to insure, good luck. You're in trouble. You're taking high risk, or you're paying massive premiums. You're not going to have to deal with that over here. Another reason why people are choosing to move here as well. Okay, so that's a big one. It is the cost of insurance is so much better here in the Dominican Republic when you own your own home. Very often, guys, if you have a condo, you end up buying a condo, your HOA will have structural insurance into that price. Okay, so what does that mean? Structural insurance. Your windows, your doors, your columns, your floors, your roof, all that stuff will be covered in case we get hit by a hurricane, fire, natural disaster. All right, that's covered in your HOAs, which makes it even great, because do you need to then get content insurance? Content insurance is so cheap, and depends on how much you love your stuff, what you have inside. If you don't really care and you feel you can replace your stuff, don't even get content insurance. I'm not giving insurance advice, but I'm talking personally. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. It all depends. If you don't have content insurance, be ready to replace your internal things if something happens, but your structure is fine. Okay, your structure, when I say it's fine, it's covered in your HOA. But when you're looking at properties, we will investigate that for you. We will make sure, because it's not always in there. Sometimes it's additional, sometimes included, but we'll guide you through that. That's part of our expertise, and we'll make sure when you're looking at a project or an investment here, we'll make sure to guide you accordingly on that one specifically, okay? But if you're going to get it, it's still way cheaper. Let's say you want to own a home here and you want to get that structural insurance, including content, guys, you pay 60 to 80% less here immediately, hands down. So that is helping young families get in and enjoy that pride of ownership, because they can afford to get those other aspects, specifically insurance, be able to afford that for their homes, all right? Because that's drowning people out of the market, not just the price of home, but also that insurance, all right? So number 7, that was number 7, okay? Much less. What's number 8, guys? Number 8 here is, there's a lot more people like you, okay? There's a lot more people like you watching these videos, okay? My good friend Jamie over there, he's got a great channel, and he's talking to a ton of North Americans as well. Man, there is a massive growth in the expat community, okay? Not just people that live here when I say expats, that have moved here, but people that want to be expats, people that want to move here for the reasons that I've listed above, okay? But if that is something that's important to you, and you want to have like-minded people, and you want to be around Dominicans, but you also want to be around, your North American friends, then guys, that is something that is very accessible. Las Terrenas, Punta Cana, Cana, all these people have large expat communities, and they're growing exponentially daily, okay? The mass exodus, as I've said before, has begun. It is full steam ahead, and people are leaving. Either they've left, or they're leaving now, or they are leaving tomorrow. Within years, they're going to be gone, okay? And these are like-minded people for you. So when I say like-minded people, they're looking at my video with you. They're going to be living here with you. They believe the same things that we believe together, okay? All my clients are like-minded people. I don't work with people that aren't like-minded. I don't have any interests. They shouldn't have any interest working with me. And sometimes you'll hear that, actually, guys. I'll put a quick pointer out. You'll hear, because I'm a relatively popular consultant for real estate here in the Dominican Republic. I've guided thousands of people at this point. So you're going to have some people that might want to say negative about me on Facebook groups, etc., etc. They come, it's part of being out there. People are going to talk shit. All good. They're going to talk shit, but the reason most of these people will talk shit is because I tell them how it is. Okay, they're not like-minded people. They're overpricing their properties when they try to sell them. They're lowballing, grossly lowballing sellers, okay? They've got the wrong mindset. They don't think clearly on an investment level. They don't think clearly on a humanitarian level. They are just not aligned with things that I like in the world, okay? More so my investment strategies, how I like to go about living, how I want to love where I live. These people are just in it for the wrong reasons. And very often those are people that might not like what I have to say, especially if they attempt to work with me as me representing them in any way, shape, or form, whether it's selling the property or them trying to buy something. And when I tell them how it is, and you guys can tell from my channel if you've been here for a while, I really do pride myself on just saying what's on my mind and not sugarcoating anything, because I believe your money is not worth sugarcoating. I'm not here to sell you the dream. I'm here to tell you that this is a place you can love where you live, and then to show you exactly based on your parameters. When you set those parameters and they're out of line, I try to realign you sometimes these people don't like it. They don't like to be realigned. They believe they're right all the time. So what I like to do is work with like-minded people. I like to abolish people from our Love Where You Live network when they just are in it for the wrong reasons. And that can happen when you're a buyer or a seller. So sometimes, guys, when you see something out there, I would love it if you can just take a screenshot, send it over to me, let me see it, so I can explain to you what this specific scenario entailed and why you could learn something from it, because it's really, really important that you guys understand it. Don't just listen to and read and one person's opinion or two people that are part of a group that talk shit about anybody. It's not just applying to me. When they're talking shit, there's a reason, but what I already have experienced over my career here is that a lot of people like to talk shit because I have nothing better to do. They waste your time, they waste my time. I just wanted to put it out there really quick for you guys, because when you do see something, guys, please feel free. My WhatsApp's up. Please share it with me. Show me. I'll explain to you exactly what this was about. Maybe there's a lesson to be learned for you or for me in that process, okay? So please, I highly encourage that. I think open dialogue, transparency is key. So share the stuff with me. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it, okay? So on to the expat community. There's a large expat community. Okay, you're going to find your circle, your niche of people, because all flavors are going to be here. Not everybody moving here is great. Not everybody moving here is bad, but you're going to find your circle, whatever that is. You're going to be able to find it because there's so many of us moving here right now, especially in the communities that I list there. All right, very, very important. The other thing that is great and why expats are doing is because they're able to work there as digital nomads here, okay? Fibers everywhere. Cap Cana's infrastructure is just spectacular. Vista Cana, spectacular. Punta Cana Village, spectacular. Las Terrenas' infrastructure is growing, but I never had internet issues there, as you can see from all my videos that I've done there. I've done countless videos over there, and I've never had issues uploading. So the infrastructure is really up to par, 100% in some areas and 90% in others, but you're able to work from home. If you're a digital nomad, you can work from home. Your kids can go enjoy this beautiful world here that we have in the Dominican Republic. They can go to these great schools and you can get work done still, okay? So then you've got access to the hospitals. Like I'm saying, all those points above are reasons why people are moving here. Expats are moving here, especially young families. And young families are the best because they're energetic, they're excited, they're contributing to the economy, they're contributing to the market, and they're making the world a better place. And it's so unfortunate that in North America right now, these poor families are not able to contribute. They're just being sucked dry of if any equity they have in anything. They're not able to get equity into anything. The only thing they can do is, Hail Mary this thing in the stock market and hope they're picking the right stocks. Hopefully they're selling at the right time, buying at the right time, and they're sitting there stressed, they're over leveraging, and they're borrowing money from their parents to do this, to do that. It's just, a world that I don't want young families to be in, and it's so liberating to see young families that are right here at the pool today. I have a family that moved here from Spain. Amazing people. They left Spain, they left that first world mentality to come here and live free. They're at the pool every single day. They love it. Their kids love it. They go to school with my daughter. It's just so liberating to see people that find a place that they love where they live. And that's what's happening here on a regular basis, guys. All right, so you're going to find tons of like-minded people, whether you're from Europe, whether you're from Canada, it doesn't matter where, you're going to find them here. Another big reason why people are moving here, that large expat community. Okay, guys, so on to number 9. The rental income potential. Depending on what you buy, and this is where we specialize, very, very important, guys. When you're buying something here, and if you're telling me, hey, Kash, I'm buying it because I need to rent it out, I need to make sure it makes enough to cover it because I can't afford it otherwise, then guys, we put you in the right spots. What happens, unfortunately, very often here is you get led, people will lead you to the wrong properties just to get the sale done. Now you have it, the place is depreciated, not appreciated in value. The place will not rent at all because the location sucks or the project sucks and you got led to the wrong place. So nobody wants to Airbnb the sucker out. You can't even give it to someone for free to stay at times. That's how bad some of these areas are, and I feel so bad for these investors because they get led into the dream of Punta Cana, the dream of Dominican Republic. It's not a dream, guys. It's reality. And you need to make sure you are aligned with the right product. You can buy really bad stuff and you can lose your investment. Or you can buy really good stuff and double it, okay? What we specialize in, and me, I'm also an investor, as you guys know. There's been times I've doubled, okay? Because you pick the right product at the right time, okay? It's not just the right product, it's the right product at the right time, in the right location, and it has to fit what you're looking to do with it. For example, when I talk about Vista Cana, I love Vista Cana for families that are going to be moving here because you have Ashton School. Your kids can go to school right down the road. You have the best markets, the best restaurants. You got the Gold's Gym that is there. You got Vista Cana Doctors opening up. You got Lasterrenas supermarket. You got this massive commercial plaza right in front, which has tons of restaurants. You got the equestrian center, a little bit of golf. You got all those things. You got those man-made massive beaches. Okay, you got these really, really cool things in a gated, secure community. Okay, so when you say to me, hey, Kash, I'm looking to move here, and my budget is under 300, let's say under 250, under 200, guys, I'm going to pick that for you. If you say under 100K, we can find you something there in pre-construction. Keep in mind, a lot of the pre-construction projects I also have are Also tax-free completely, so you pay no property taxes for 15 years. But let's add that point to the tax portion above. When you're buying Confiture, guys, you don't even pay property tax for 15 years. You don't pay a 3% land transfer tax. You pay nothing. So we specialize in finding you Confiture approved projects. We can do that with villas as well. Not as easy. We can do it with duplexes, but condos for sure. Okay, so Vista Cana, if you said to me, hey, I want to move, I want to live, I want low cost of living, then I'm gonna say Vista Cana. Now, say you're an investor and you want to buy something, you're like, hey, I hate Airbnb, I don't want to do that shit anymore, I've done it forever, I don't like it, I want long-term rentals. Then, guys, Vista Cana is a great fit for you. Vista Cana, awesome long-term rental. You find a family just like yours that's going to want to rent that, that's going to be going to the school, and you're going to be able to do a long-term rental. Okay. Now let's say you're a different kind of buyer. You're saying, hey, I'm retired, Kash. I want to golf every day. I'm going to be golfing every day. I want no headaches, no problems. So I would say Confiture, Cap Cana all day long. Let's find you something on the golf course. Let's see if we can get you a little bit of a view depending on your budget. Let's make sure you have easy access to the beach. You can hop on your golf cart and zip over to the beach. You got the restaurants. You got everything around you. Easy access to the airport, guys. Keep in mind when you're in Punta Cana area, you're 10 minutes away from Punta Cana International Airport if you're in Cap Cana. That's amazing. Okay, in and out easy. Doctor's visits, doctor's offices, everything is convenient. So if you're that kind of a buyer, you're getting ready to retire, and you want to be here just for the winters, I'm gonna make sure I find you the right spot that I know you can rent either for 3 months or 6 months while you're gone, or you can do Airbnb rental on it and turn a profit. That's what's key. But you will never turn a profit on a shitty property. Remember that, please. Remember, do not get suckered in based on price only, and don't overpay. If you don't have a view, don't overpay, guys. Make sure you're in the right properties, right amenities, right location, and I would put you in the right spot. And that's what's key. Don't come to me after. So many of you come to me after and say, hey, I bought this, Kash, can you help me sell it? I'm like, shit, why did you buy that? Well, the broker said blah, 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 blah. Wrong, 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 wrong. Just don't come to me after. That's why I say, I'm not saying don't come to me after. I'm saying make yourself accountable for the decision you make. Okay, don't blame someone else. Come to me before you get ready to purchase something, because I almost guarantee in 99% of the scenarios when you have come to me as you're getting ready to do it, you learned why what you were going to do was not a good idea and you went elsewhere. This is not me just telling you, trying to get you to call me. This is me telling you the facts, and this is what happens all the time. So when I say make us your first phone call, do that. If we're not the first phone call and we're the second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th phone call, just make the call, okay? Because we will guide you, whether it's in Las Terrenas, we'll go ahead and get you aligned. And if you do, you have picked the right property, guys, and you're that part of that 1% that went in the right property. It's not just picking the right property, it's picking the right property and getting the right price, okay? Someone needs to fight for the right price for you, okay? So that's important. Make sure you reach out to us. All right, so if you're looking for that rental potential, we're going to be able to guide you on long-term, short-term, few months a year, where you want to be based on your usage, your quality of life, when you use it, how it wants to be. Maybe you need to be in the Hilton in Las Terrenas, because maybe you don't ever want to be there. You just want to earn an income passively and with a world-class established brand like Hilton, and that's your play. You know, everything is different, and that's why you need to reach out. All right, so another reason why people are moving here, the rental income potential is vast. It's not just short-term Airbnb, it's long-term. Okay, there's a lot of opportunity in between there depending on your parameters. Now, on to number 10, guys, the quality of life is awesome, okay? It allows you to develop a life. If you're coming here to relax, you're coming here for your kids to go to school, you're gonna be working a few hours a day, you're a digital nomad, guys, you are able to live a very easy life here. And I went to so many different places around the world comparing Cap Cana, where I'm at, specifically Dominican Republic, to them. And it really has come down to my wife and myself, Carissa. We will have this conversation all the time. We say so often, this is easy. And that's what you need in life. You don't need hard. You don't need challenging. You don't need going to work to be a nightmare. We hop on our quad that you've seen in so many videos, and I get out to school in 3 minutes. We love it. It's easy. It's cool. It's fun. It's not about living a hard life, and that makes it worth living. No, it's about living an easy life. Try to simplify it. Try to live easy, and in that process, you really will love where you live. Hopefully this video is not too dark. The sun's a little bit behind me. It shifted a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see it perfectly, and I apologize for not shifting around. I really got into this video. I think it's a good one. Top 10 reasons why young families are moving to the Dominican Republic. All right, so quality of life elements are just so awesome here. You're really able to just imagine, this is how I wake up every day. I wake up to this beach. I got the beach here. I got the Punta Espada down the road. New Las Iguanas is coming. If I go that way, I got another 20 golf courses. I got Punta Cana resorts. I've got, I can go to the Hard Rock and join over there. There's probably like 30 golf courses within minutes away. So if you're getting ready to retire, guys, what a great spot to call home. And you can do it 365, not just, pile it all into 3 months a year. Just imagine being able to wake up to this. Wake up to this, you know, these views, the water sports, the outdoor sports, whether you're into horses, you're into golf, you're into paddle tennis, you're into true tennis, whatever your deal is, guys, this is an amazing spot for you to live a stress-free, you determine your level of stress, of course. The richest people have some of the highest stress, so it's not a money-related topic when I talk about stress. It is how you want to live and how do you balance those scales, and guess what you're able to do here? You're able to think clearly and try to do that, okay? I'm always trying to balance this live-work scenario, and it's something that I have the ability to be able to ponder because of where I live. How hard do I want to work today? How hard do I not want to work today? How important is, you know, my leisure time to my work time? And fortunately for me, I enjoy working. I enjoy what I do. I love what I do. And because I love what I do, you know, if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life, is how the saying goes. But over here, guys, you're able to make those decisions, and that's what young families are able to see. They're able to make those decisions for their kids. They're able to take these cool vacations for a weekend, hop on a plane, and go 45 minutes off to Colombia. Go to Puerto Rico in half an hour. I just put up a video going to Catalina Island. It was like an hour to get, basically drive 35 minutes and on a boat for another 35 minutes. And I'm on Catalina Island, this natural preserved, beautiful natural island in the middle of the ocean. So there's so many cool things you're able to do that you're not able to easily do over there. This all allows you to have a stress-free life. All right, guys, so if you're watching this video and you're part of that news, that NBC News article, news story that they put out there, and you are still struggling, you're still at home, the dream of the pride of ownership is further and further and further away from you, guys, don't feel you're trapped in that, okay? Don't feel you're trapped. The Dominican Republic is a phenomenal option for you, and we can help explain that to you better. We can show you, based on your parameters, what it is that we would suggest for you and your family, depending on your timelines. On that note, guys, I'm gonna let you go. It's a Sunday for me. Hopefully it's a Sunday for you. I'm gonna let you enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Feel free to WhatsApp me 24 hours a day. We're always here working. You'll notice that I don't have a clock on my office hours. I'm always available. If I'm available, I'm there for you. If I'm not, I'll get back to you when I can. But on that note, guys, please remember to make us your first phone call. My name is Kash. I'm President and CEO of Kash International Luxury Real Estate. We have a beautiful team of people sharing the same values and goals that you share for yourself and your family. And remember, like I said earlier, like-minded people stick together, and that's what I love with my client base. My love where you live network of professionals, love where you live network of clients. We all stick together and we share the same primary goals, drivers, and passions in our life, and that's why we're here, and that's why you're here on the channel. So please remember, if you stumbled upon the channel, please like, subscribe, and share. Please remember that when I put properties out, special opportunities, they come on the channel, so hit that notification button as well. That's an important one, because when you see what you want, guys, jump on it right away. Send me that WhatsApp and let's get you in line. Get you the info. You can make quick decisions. And if you do make a quick decision and you decide you want to move forward on something, guys, we have the team to orchestrate that and slow it all down and do that due diligence and make sure everything is done properly. Okay? So that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for joining me here on this beautiful Sunday here in the Dominican Republic. I hope you guys are doing well. And remember, love where you live. Please remember that the pride of ownership is not dead worldwide. It is alive and well and growing at a rapid pace here in the Dominican Republic. Okay, it might be dead in North America, and I don't see it getting any better, guys, because prices are only going to increase if they figure out a strategy to, okay, that's the issue. If they figure out a strategy to 50-year mortgages, whatever they put in place, if they figure out a way to do that, they're only going to spike demand, they're going to spike prices. When they spike prices, all the costs around it are going to increase. I don't see inflation going down at all. There's no strategy in place to reduce inflation. I don't care what anybody says, because that's not happening on Main Street. All right, guys, we're just one catastrophic event away, or one crash away, that becomes mainstream news from the market tumbling over there and things getting worse. But the cost of houses is not dropping. The income levels are not increasing. So, guys, start thinking about it. Make this your plan A, no longer your plan B, where you put it on the back burner. Make your plan A. Reach out to me, and let's at least get you educated on what the possibilities are here in the Dominican Republic. All right, guys, love where you live, and talk to you soon. Please remember, notification, subscribe, and like. Would greatly appreciate it. Talk to you soon, guys.